to the home of fear.
Okay, this is going way too far.
Lights on, no toying around. And let the fun begin.
Hello and welcome to today's video. And today we are back for yet another Alton Towers Scarefest construction update, this time for September 2024. And it's actually going to be the last Scarefest update filmed before the actual event starts. And since last time we were here, so much has happened. We've had the full lineup announcements, a lot more construction has completely ramped up everywhere for the new and returning scare attractions for this year. And we know what the full lineup is going to be. And the first place we're going to go to check the Scarefest updates is Burial Grounds, because we know the scare zone that was brand new for last year is returning for 2024, and I've heard it's already started construction, so we're going down there right now to see the latest progress on Burial Grounds. So just past this fence is the scare zone Burial Grounds. Now this was a fantastic scare zone last season, and I'm so glad it's returning this year. Like, yeah, you can just see all the woods being set up. This is where the attraction starts, because it is a one-way scare zone, so it has a specific route that you have to follow. But thankfully, unlike many of the other attractions at Scarefest, this is not an upcharge attraction. You can go in for free whenever you want. Obviously, operating hours permitted. But you can just see that the theming, like all the wooden fencing that's going up, is well underway. Because this was all here last season. And things like this, it's quite difficult to see because Burial Ground itself is quite hidden away in the trees. I think this is probably the most visible bit. There are other angles we can see it from, like we can go around that side of Wickerman, because literally this is just right next to Wickerman. We can probably get a better angle of what's going on. So I'll head down there now and I'll show you Burial Grounds from a different angle. So this is where you would actually queue up to actually get to the start of the Burial Grounds scare zone. Now the massive sign would actually go up here with the fire effects saying Burial Grounds, marking where it starts, and there will be queues of people going up here. I think it goes a bit further down here actually. Yeah, the queue line goes on for quite a while, and just goes past here. You can see those metal fences. That's where they're setting up the queue line. And I'm actually really looking forward to this. I'm so excited to do Burial Grounds. Yes, I believe this is the extended queue for Wickerman. And what I've noticed as well, I think, I could be wrong, but I believe the construction for all the theming for Burial Grounds actually started earlier this year than it did last year, because last year it actually started quite late. Last year the construction on this only really started like a couple of weeks before Scarefest began, and it was all managed to be set up in time. But what I'm hoping this year is that the theming will be improved, because the theming, don't get me wrong, the theming was pretty good for Burial Grounds, but it could have been better. So hopefully we'll get some additional and improved theming this year. But either way, I really cannot wait to get back into Burial Grounds. Hopefully I'll manage to get back in the scare zone at night this time, but we'll have to wait and see what it's like. So we now know that this building is going to be home to the brand new for 2024 Scare Maze Compound, which is themed around a phalanx scientific experiment that's obviously gone wrong. And it's weird because you'd think it'd be located within Forbidden Valley. No, it's located literally right next to Curse Alton Manor, or more next to the Curse Alton Manor toilets. And since last time I was here, they've put these fences up so you can't get on this little rock that's just behind this fence where I would normally be and peek over the fence. However, if I just raise my camera up a little bit, you can sort of see what's going on. I think over the last sort of few weeks they've put like wooden cladding that's arrived on site. They're going to be putting it up soon. In terms of theming on the inside, I'd imagine it's going to be a lot more well themed on the inside than it is on the outside, because so far, I mean, apart from the wooden cladding, I can't see much theming that's going on the outside, but hopefully it should be a really cool experience. I'm so looking forward to this maze. It's actually been a while since Alton Towers got a traditional scare maze. The last time they got a brand new traditional scare maze was Freak Show Toxic Junkyard, which was back in 2020. That only operated for 2 seasons before being replaced by the Invitation. So I'm finally glad they're actually getting a proper scare maze this time. And if it's anything like survival games, because this is the exact same design building as survival games, then it will be a free flow scare maze rather than a linear layout. So if you're going in there in like groups and whatnot, you could get split up. There could be multiple routes to tech. It's going to be such an amazing experience. It's less than 1 month to go now until we get to experience Compound. So returning from last year, which was the big new attraction for 2023, but this time with a brand new name, Daz Games Panic Reloaders. Now it was long speculated that it would be in the brand new building where Darkest Depths was, but no, they're building it in the exact same location that it was last year. And you can just see over here, this is where all the queue line was set up and all the pre-show, and that's the part where you would actually scan the wristbands. So you'd be told what shapes you got, and so far it's looking pretty much exactly the same as it was last season. So that does make the question, how much will actually be different to this attraction? Now, I'm speculating that hardly anything will be different on the outside. Same with the inside, but in the inside they'll have like a brand new game. Now what game this could be, I don't know, but if they're using the wristbands to scan it to find the 2 shapes that you're getting, that you've been allocated, then I have a feeling that it'll be pretty much just a copy-paste of last year's version of the attraction, but with a slightly different name to make people think it's new and it's different. So it's such a shame. But either way, I'm actually quite interested to see what they'll do with it, with this name change, if they'll do anything at all. Well, I guess we'll find out next month. Now, another attraction at Scarefest that is returning for its 9th season is Altonville Mine Tours. This time returning under the name Tiny's Revenge, like it was last year. Now, it is getting ridiculous how long this maze has been here. It's been here since 2016. And up until last year, there were no changes to it. And even last year, there was very minimal change to it. They changed the name, but all the changes on the actual maze itself, they changed the beginning and ending slightly, and they put cheerleaders in there for some reason. I really do hope this is its final season, I swear. If it's not, then I don't know what to say about that, really. But yeah, it looks like they're preparing for the queue. They're putting up some lighting, some temporary lighting, and they've also got speakers up there as well to play the audio. There are some other angles I can get this from. In fact, there's some angles just around this other end where you can see sort of like the finale part of the maze, so I'll go and show you that. So this is where the finale section for Altonville Mine Tours is located. And unlike I think previously, I think this whole area is actually open back up, so you can get quite close, not too close because it's fenced off, but quite close to actually seeing more of the ending of the attraction. So that's the final corridor when you just run out of the maze getting chased by a guy with a chainsaw. And I believe just that there is where, I think that's near the queue line. I think because the queue line is just located just behind here, because there's a lot more theming that needs to be set up. Like, I know last year they had like police barricades and things like that, because it was meant to be like sort of like a investigation into like missing people who have been kidnapped by the Skin Snatchers. But yeah, it's looking really, obviously look how it's going pretty much done. Like the whole inside of the attraction is all sort of underneath / in front of the towers. It's a bit weird where it is, but that'll just be left like sort of all year round. It's mainly just like the whole setup of the queue line and exit that needs to be done each year. Honestly, if this is not the final year of Altonville Mine Tours, I'm going to be so annoyed, because I do genuinely think that the whole lineup needs to be overhauled for next season. I know a lot of people say that every single year. Personally, what I think should return next year is Burial Grounds, and if they're any good, Compound, the scare maze, and Amigos in the Afterlife for like a family attraction. And speaking of which, we should be heading down this way to go and see what's going on with the construction of the brand new family scare attraction, Amigos in the Afterlife. So Darkest Depths, as you can imagine, as you can see, has been completely flattened and been replaced by this brand new, absolutely huge building. But this whole building, this confuses me. We all speculated that this would be one of the two brand new scare attractions for Scarefest. Now, Compound is located on the opposite side of the park, next to Curse Alton Manor. Amigos in the Afterlife is located in the former Alton Towers dungeon building. Dance Games Panic, which we all thought was going to be relocated to this building, it's not. It's in the hospitality suite, same as it was last year. So, what's this for? Is it for next year's Scarefest? Is it even for Scarefest at all? Is it even like an attraction of any kind? Is it just for like storage purposes, like it said on the planning application? Is it just for like offices or something? I honestly do not know. But you can just see it's not actually on the flatland, it's sort of elevated higher up from the actual ground itself. There's no signs of theming anywhere, but whatever this is not for this year's Scarefest. I have no clue. What do you guys think this could be? Because if it's something like office spaces or storage, then it's weird, because they've gone for the design of the building that is identical to Compound here at Towers and Survival Games at Fort Park, which are both scare mazes. I mean, I know it's quite a basic design anyway. It's made up of shipping containers on both sides with a semicircle tent in the middle. And obviously shipping containers have multiple purposes outside of just scare attractions. So could this be just for storage, or I honestly don't know. But what I do want is some sort of clarification from Alton Towers themselves as to what this is. If it's not an attraction, if it's not for this year's Scarefest, then what is it? I don't think I'm going to be getting any surprise scare attractions that we don't know about. Because if we were, we'd probably see a lot more like theming going up and like that we don't know about, and they'd probably be hinting at social media as to what this is. But I honestly have no idea. What do you guys think this is for? Let me know in the comments below. But until then, we're going to go back round through Dark Forest and towards Trick or Treat Town, and brand new for this year, Amigos in the Afterlife. So this area will be home to two attractions, one returning and one brand new for this year. So right here is going to be the Trick or Treat Town attraction, which has been here at Alton Towers Scarefest since 2021. As you can already see, they've started setting up the facade of the building. This is why they usually have like a sort of Halloween-y sort of mural on the front. And that's where you would normally enter the attraction. By the looks of it, I don't think it's going to have much changes compared to last year. But what's more interesting is the new attraction for this year, Amigos in the Afterlife. Now, this attraction looks quite interesting. Well, we can't really see much from what's going on at the moment. But obviously, like Trick or Treat Town, it'll be an indoor attraction. So from what I can tell, they've got some like colourful barrels, which I'm pretty sure those barrels are reused from Darkest Depths. They've just painted them a bunch of different colours. And the Alton Towers Dungeon sign has been removed, and most of what is actually happening is passed through that tunnel. We don't actually know what is happening at the moment. But yeah, I think much of the theming, in terms of theming on the outside, I don't think there'll be much theming on the outside. These barrels will probably make up the queue line, but most of the theming I imagine will be very much on the inside. They'll probably place like a brand new sign just up there where the former dungeon sign used to be. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what it looks like when October comes around and it's fully completed. So that is it for this Scarefest update, and this is, like I said, this is the final one for this season, and next time we'll be here, all these scare attractions that we've covered today will be fully open. And honestly, like I said yesterday in the vlog, I cannot wait to see what they've actually got on offer this season. And the thing I'm most excited for is definitely a brand new Scare Maze Compound. That's going to be so much fun. I'm really looking forward to it so much. And so stay tuned for more Halloween content in the next few weeks. So I want to thank you all very much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed them, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you'd like to see the next video. Goodbye.